God's end game is to make our space his space. And when he does that, this is more what happens. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, down the middle of the great street of the city. So now we see that there's this river that flows from the throne of God. Now this again is another image. Will there actually be a river flowing through the middle? I don't know. But the image is that it's the throne, the living water that comes from God that nourishes the city. And when it nourishes the city, this is what happens. On each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree are for healing of the nations. No longer will there be any curse. The throne of God and of the Lamb will be in the city, and his servants will serve him. They will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. There will be no more night. They will not need the light of the lamp or the light of the sun, for the Lord God will give them light, and they will reign forever and ever. More images of what to expect. This river runs through the city, and what it does is it heals the wounds of years and years of war, rebellion, hate, envy, all of the evil that soaks into our souls and divides humans. All of it will be healed because of God's presence. God's end game is to make our space his space. And when he does this, he's going to make the whole world whole again. To make the world holy and to make the world his. That's the end game. The resurrection of Jesus is the beginning of the final work of restoring the world. And the end game is to make our space his space. Now, if we go back to the beginning, we actually see this story. What is the Garden of Eden? In Genesis chapter 2. It's a place where humans dwell with God. And God would come and he would walk with Adam and Eve in creation. Because remember what happens whenever they eat of the tree. God comes to walk with them in the cool of the night, it says. Or the cool of the afternoon. And he can't find the man and the woman. God had this relationship with Adam and Eve where he was with them in their presence. And Eden was this place where God's world and our world overlapped. And it was supposed to be a place where life spread throughout creation. But instead, the opposite happened because of human rebellion. But God, in his end game, is to make our space his space. And he will one day bring this holy city. And it'll be a place where the best of human ingenuity and the beauty of God come together. And the world will be blessed. Now, these are all images. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I don't want you to sit there and think it needs to be a certain way. That's what we always get hung up on. We try to say exactly what it's supposed to look like. And then we create all these ideas and expectations. We need to put all that aside and realize the promise is that God will be here. The world will be whole. In some way, he will heal the brokenness. And his presence will be with us. And we will enjoy it. Because God's end game is to make our space his space.